Welcome to the channel, people. Today we are celebrating my channel anniversary in the DIY struggle fashion by counting down the top 10 struggles of my last year on YouTube. Starting with one that explains my love-hate relationship with my Cricut. Cricut or whatever vinyl you have cut out. Yeah, my Cricut app wasn't working. Thanks, Cricut. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. So I grabbed some packing labels and I stuck them together. I free drew an elephant on here. This is the struggle, people. Me and this Cricut machine. So I then had to cut out this wonderful little elephant that took me like 20 minutes. And then, if it wasn't bad enough, I cut off its nose. I just cut his trunk off. Oh, damn it. No worries. Me and my DIY skills just, you know, stuck that sucker right on top of the bottom one, and off I carried on with my silhouette art. Thank goodness for my drawing skills, right? Number 9 is a reminder to all of you that you're going to need some serious hand strength when you're cutting Dollar Tree wreath forms. Why did it have to be a wreath form? Whew. You would think it would get easier. Seriously. Dollar Tree is still making high quality wreath forms, people. Run. Go. Get your wreath forms. Do I plug this stuff enough, people? Because in case I don't, and you need some convincing, here you go. Stem. Oh my God. Ouch. And just why, for the love of God, why are DIYs with this a thing? For our next project, this is just a green bean can, a tiny green bean can, and yeah, I could not get the bottom off. I don't know what they're doing here, but I just decided to shove the whole thing in the vice grip, the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing. I just was not messing with it. And of course, it just doesn't go the way that you think it would go. What is this can made out of? Titanium.
How heavy is it?
Oh, it's not bending. The fact that this wasn't bending easy was bad enough, but then the fact that it didn't come out straight was worse. What kind of sad, bent up can is this? Oh, this is a baby. I don't know. Let's try and bend it. Then I just took a pair of pliers and kept shoving this thing back into the vice grip until I got like this scalloped type edge, and I was like, we're just going to settle for this. That was the best that I could get it going. Number 6 was just a pain from the start. Stay on there. I just love to weed. Just keep telling yourself how much you just love to weed. I mean, seriously, why? Why does it have to be so difficult? I don't like, why? Come on, man. Just stay on there. I'm absolutely convinced the vinyl hates me. The TikToker used 4 different types of seals, but the 2 she had the best results with were Mod Podge and polyacrylic. I was out of polyacrylic, so I'm using Mod Podge, and I thought most of you at home have Mod Podge, and if you're going to do this hack, you'd probably use Mod Podge. The idea behind this hack is to take stain, whichever stain you want to use, I'm assuming, and it's going to go over the whole piece, and you'll be able to see your beautiful stencil through the stain. Now I thought, let's use darkest stain ahead. And ew, what is going on, people? hack has been a nightmare so far for me. In case you ever wondered what happens to your stain if you don't use it for a while, it develops this cranberry thick nightmare looking thing on top of it that you don't even want to touch. I almost just threw the whole can out and grabbed something else, but I was dedicated. Okay, let me be serious. So I took a sponge and this was not working. I was doing it very lightly. I was like, I don't like that. So I soaked it. And then I poured the stain on here, and then I'm wiping it back, and you can see it a little bit. You know, definitely recommend pulling the stain back very fast. I don't know. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I did not care for the end result. You want to see the end result? Let me show you that real quick. Yep, so back to the drawing board, and I'm still I don't feel fuzzy inside about these results, people. I also don't feel like it's the end all be all. I do feel like in my DIY videos throughout the year I am going to try this hack differently. I did end up redoing that one. Oh, and I will be linking all of the full videos down in the description box for you in case you want to check any of them out when you're done watching this. Now, I gotta thank Angela Jones DIY and Crafty Kathy for this whole let me grab a tin can and make a tin can project. I seen Crafty Kathy do some pretty amazing projects, and Angela Jones like, oh, you know, they're in right now. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get me a tin can. So I got a tin can, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. They're pinching the can, and, you know, they're beautiful, but, you know, I got to be different if I'm going to give y'all an idea. So I'm like, let me cut the can in half and use these wire cutters. And 10 minutes later, I'm cussing Crafty Kathy out and wishing Angela wasn't my friend anymore. Like, why did I listen to them? People, sometimes I feel like my friends are just out to get me. And yous too, because you guys set me up too sometimes. I love Dollar Tree towels as much as the next person, but there is a limit to what those towels can do. And then we're going to apply them like a mosaic board, you know, scattered all around our jar. It did not go. People, I'm just letting you know, this whole video is a shit show. Welcome to the video that nothing went right for me today. Listen, y'all like my transparency, right? I'm just being real with you going in. So these are nice and thin, and ideally I was like, this should work. They're gonna stick, you know? No. No, you don't know, because they don't stick to glass, and they don't stick easily to glass. They peel right off, so simply. So at this point, I'm like, well, that's not gonna go as planned. I have a vision, and we're gonna make this happen. What do I gotta do to accomplish it? So then I take the smaller ones, right? Press it on here. Nope. That wasn't really working either. So then I thought, let's grab some Mod Podge. We're going to Mod Podge these suckers on here like it's a piece of paper or a napkin. No, that didn't work either. It just smooshed out, stopped the stickiness altogether. So then I'm like, let's put the Mod Podge on there. Let's let it dry. And then let's apply the sticker, right? After it's dried. So this is where we're at right now. And this worked pretty well. I was honestly happy with this result. And I thought, let's leave it just like this, nice and simple, toss some gems in here, and we're going to just move on to our next project because I'm trying to keep it easy and simple, farmhouse. All right, people, so here is the next day. Y'all know I gotta show you the struggle, right? So the Mod Podge kept it somewhat on there, but look at this other side. Oh, it's peeling off. Now, people, if I'm being honest, I love giving you guys the content that you enjoy. And if you ask, within reason, I have no problem delivering. However, I don't think I was prepared at all for these Five Below DIY kits. Especially once I got this pen out after checking these directions and realized there's no batteries in here. Where's the batteries? Where are they at? So I had to go fetch some batteries. And this is where I had a total brain fart. Like, they were not going in. Even when I stopped to check and read and, you know, realize that I'm completely putting them in backwards, which I don't realize for a minute from now. Oddly enough, this sucker got hot with the batteries being in backwards. Couldn't wrap my head around it once I figured it all out. But to start out, I'm over here like, why is it not getting hot? Press down and draw with pen on top of the foil. Vary the pressure and surface hardness to change the width. Gently lift. But what do you do? Oh, it's getting hot. Oh, it's getting hot. Here it says, do not touch pen tip when getting hot. But this is hot. This does not. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. It's not hot at all. Why? Why isn't it hot at all? Okay, so it says press and hold button on your pen to turn it on. Do not stop pressing on the button as you use it. Well, this is awkward. Is it getting warm? It's still not getting warm. Oh, come on. We are at number 2, and this one has got to be the most joked about struggle in my channel history. It is the one thing that every time now that someone sees a stapler, if you have seen this episode, you joke me in the comments, or I even joke myself going forward in the videos about it. What we're here for on the window, okay, the basket. So right here I decided to kind of take my little parts off the window and how I had it all set up for staging, and I thought I never did staple this in here, so I'm trying to use this staple gun, and I thought, well, it's weird I'm out of staples. I could have swore I just put this in. I don't know what's going on here, and I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy this. I gotta show y'all this. So this is new. I've only used this a handful of times, and I don't know why I was using it backwards. Look at where the staples actually went. They went in the table. I had it backwards while I was using it. Oh my god. Complete operator error there. Anybody else stapling their table or just me? Alright people, we are at number 1. Do you have any guesses? If you have been a long-time subscriber of my channel and you were around for this video, you were laughing about it for months. Let's check it out. Here we go. It's about to get weird. I hope yous are ready. You're going to need some Elmer's glue, some white jute twine, a balloon, some gloves. And if I'm being completely honest, just disregard everything you see for the rest of the video and just sit back and watch. So I thought it was going to be in my best interest to take this white jute twine or white twine and put it in the glue. And then I got distracted. I was like, this is nice, it's satisfying. And then I found myself playing with it and making weird. I don't know what I was doing. So there is literally like 2 minutes of me just playing with the glue and the twine. I spared y'all. You're welcome. Anyhow, I've seen these videos done before where they take the glue and they smother the twine in there, and I feel like I'm doing a Try It Tuesday that went so wrong. Anyhow, if you're not familiar with my channel, that wouldn't make no sense to you, but anyhow. This one, I thought to myself, I'm like, I can do this. It shouldn't be hard. You wrap it around a balloon, you let it dry. Off you go, you let it dry. The first clue that things were going bad should have been this one, where it was getting all knotted up, and that was probably for me playing with it, but I wasn't willing to take responsibility at that point in time. I needed way more twine than I had ever planned on using, and if I was gonna do this again, I don't even know how I'll go about it. Maybe put some Vaseline on the balloon or something. But I kept layering and layering, and tucking the little twine in there, and I was getting concerned as I continued layering because I noticed how much glue there was all over the balloon. And the first layer of the twine started to stick to everything, and the balloon was starting to stick to everything. And I'm trying to keep it all unstuck and trying to keep the balloon in focus with the camera. I'm sorry I'm laughing so much. But people, if you were here while I was doing this in this house by myself, I'm sorry. Let me pause it. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. So I was confident that at the end of the day, it didn't matter that this was sticking everywhere or what. It was going to work for me because I've watched it on YouTube done before. I don't remember who by, but I've seen this done somewhere. And I knew I was gonna make it happen. I was like, I can do this. It's gonna look nice. So I just continued going, tucking. And then after I was completely happy with it, I decided to take the heat gun and make sure it wasn't too close to the balloon because I didn't want it to, you know, pop. And I didn't feel like waiting, 24 hours. So I spun this balloon and then I let it sit for a few hours after I got the initial gist of the glue off, because again, it was sticking to everything. I couldn't sit it on anything. And in case you're wondering, oh Brandi, how could you tell it was dry? It was hard. Like all the jute twine, it was really hard. Even the balloon was like crusty. I don't know how else to explain it. It was just, I'd never experienced anything like it, okay? So I've seen people use a pin. I'm like, I'm going to use an X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to let you experience it from here. This is not... This is not at all how they make it look like it works. On the videos. The balloon's supposed to pop inside of there. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a hot mess. Oh man, look at this. At this point, I was ready to just go in between these holes and carve out the balloon the best way that I possibly could, because I had to get the balloon out. Like, it had to come out. And I was not ready to give up on it. Like, I was just not at that point yet. Oh, why? It definitely didn't work. Oh no, this is... Oh, it's all caving. I cannot wait to hear... I cannot wait to hear what all y'all are talking about in the comments. I don't even know how I'm gonna salvage it for the reveal. Like, I don't even know if I can get this together. Once I managed to get the balloon completely peeled out of there, I took my heat gun and started pressing it in sections, hoping it would like heat it up enough for me to be able to form it into a ball. I would love to hear anyone's comments in the comments section about how we could go about this better next time, as well as for anyone that wants to recreate this, maybe somebody else has that information in the comments, so check out the comments before you go anywhere. But as you know, I don't always provide the most beautiful DIYs. Sometimes it's just some entertainment and some struggles around here. So without further ado, here's their version. And here's mine. I did end up doing that over, and spoil alert, you need to use yarn. Yarn works. It ended up working, and I will also have the link down in the description box below to the video where that was done again, and I finally figured out a system that worked. And people, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you who watch me and tune in every single week. It means the world to me. This is my second year on YouTube, and honestly, the community that I have, I am super blessed. If you get nothing else out of this channel, I hope it just brings you some joy and entertainment and a reason to just laugh at your everyday struggles. It doesn't have to be DIYs. Sometimes we take things too seriously and we forget to just enjoy the small things, and I really hope that's what you get out of coming and visiting me each and every week. And also a quick little plug at myself. I did start another channel. For those of you who turn in weekly for my DIY related browsing videos, I now have a Browse with Brandi channel where I actually do all kinds of in-store browsing. Videos are coming out constantly throughout the week in addition to videos still here on this channel. And that's going to be it for this video, people. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Until next time.